Okay, so tools. So initially, if you are a beginner, for beginners these tools are very crucial and important. So for reading and writing, so I would like to add three tools here, 3 to 4 tools. For reading things, I recommend Scholarly. So that's a website like where you need to create a free account there. Then if you upload your paper in whatever format it accepts, especially in Word format or PDF format, it will summarize your entire paper. Okay, so in the last session we discussed how we are going to finalize whether I have to proceed with the paper reading or not, right? Like how Swapna added, like just looking at the introduction and conclusion part, so we can conclude whether we can go ahead with reading the entire paper. So for that thing you can use this tool Scholarly. So if you want, you can just note it down, or else I'll share this PPT in the group, okay, for reading and writing. So it will summarize your the entire work. And so I want to mention one specific point here. So whatever AI tool you guys use, ensure to cross check and cross verify all the contents before adding it to your report. So that is important. Okay, and the second thing is for writing articles. So if you know some basic coding skills, then you can go for latex software. So we have two versions here. One is offline tool that you can download to your systems, and you can start writing with the latex software. And there is one online tool called Overleaf. Okay, so most of the experts, researchers and experts, they are using this Overleaf online tool to write their content, because Overleaf provides the easiest way to customize or to format our contents to any template we want. For example, if you are drafting your paper through Overleaf, if you want your entire paper to be in IEEE format, then just you have to select the template, then it will format your entire content in IEEE format. In the same way, if you want your report to be in AIAA format or any other journal format, so there are some lots of templates are there. Just you have to select the template, and so it will modify your content based on any journal or conference template you want. So if you have time, if you have patience, then you can go for these two tools, the offline tool latex as well as Overleaf. So Overleaf is not free, please keep in mind, if it's not free, but for free account you can write up to some 5 to 10 pages maximum, that's all. And latex offline tool is completely open source, it's completely free, you can write up to a number of pages. Okay, please note it down. And if you are a beginner, like you don't know some basic coding skills, if you want to go for some base level writing, so in that case you can go ahead for Microsoft Word. So in the Microsoft Word we have lots of options, like apart from writing the content, we have options to add footnotes, we have option to add references, we have options to add equations, complex equations. So there is one options called insert equation option, so through which you can add any sort of complex equation to your content. Okay, so these are all 4 primary tools I want to mention in terms of reading and writing. Okay, just note it down. So there are lots of tools are there, like in terms of AI, just you provide the content, it will format everything, so based on your requirement. But in terms of manual things, like combined things, some 50% of AI and 50% of manual input, you can go ahead for these tools. And then research tools for Q&A, question and answers, and citation analysis. So while reading papers, you may be having lots of questions. So in that case, you can go ahead for consensus. So you can create some free account there. So by mentioning the papers or uploading the papers, you can ask a number of questions. So it will answer. But again, the same thing. You need to cross check and cross like verify once again whether all the answers and contents are correct or not. Okay, so this is one tool. And elicit, elicit also same, similar to consensus app, like it summarizes the entire paper step by step. And for citation analysis you can go ahead for cite. So you can just check it out later. And I wanted to show some demo videos for each and every tool which I mentioned here, but it needs a little time. So I'll add the demo video later in the Google Drive, so you can just check it out, like how you can use these tools later. Okay, so these things I've already mentioned, like how you can search for more relevant papers or more related papers to your research. The first one is connected paper, that is entirely free. Research Rabbit, if you create your free account, you can access the site. And light maps, just note it down. If like for connected papers, if you access continuously for 2 to 3 or 10 5 to 10 times, so your daily limit will be exhausted. So in that case you can go ahead for the secondary or this tertiary tools, light maps or research rabbit. So just note it down if you want. And so this is most important part for grammar corrections and plagiarism check. Do you have any experience, you may be involved in college work, like college project works or thesis works? Do you have any experience in using any kind of tools, whatever I have mentioned here, or any other open source tools you want to mention here?
So actually, in my
Sir,
case,
I
One by one, one by one.
sir, actually in my case, I use Overleaf for making my letter of like for making the statement of purpose and some articles, and I the whole statement is checked by Grammarly, and I gone through Quillbot to check whether it is like coming in that AI detection, like 30% AI detection or not, and uh, I taken the contact, like I go to like chat GPT, like there is a research paper which is too long, like of a 20, 10 to 20 pages with lots of details. So it is like and it is not in written in not everyday English. It is used some like advanced English. So I go to chat GPT and tell them to extract that what are the main idea, what are the things that they are missing, and what are the solution of these things. So that's all I use.
That's good. That's
And a
good.
person also personally in daily basis, I use GPTs and these bots to research on more topics and what to do, what next, because they give a structured plan.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, definitely. That's good. So for Q&A and other things, like other questions and all, like I want to add like that perplexity.ai. So that is that's a very good tool. Like if you ask any question, so that used to do some background research on web sources as well as papers. So it usually summarizes the entire content. So like after each and every content it used to add certain links for the sources. It may be web or papers. You can just cross check perplexity.ai. And like how Swapna added, you can use lots of bots like chat gpt, claude, gemini and bard, like to get some overall idea about the research. For example, if you like right now you have chosen your topic, right? So for outlining your topic you can use chat gpt and other things, so it will outline your the entire paper. Okay, so after the outline, you have to check like what are all sections you want to do deep research, and what are all sections you want to include or what are all sections you want to exclude, so that you can finalize later. Okay, so right now the research part, writing the research part is very easy due to this all this kind of open source tools. Okay, so so for Grammarly and plagiarism, I usually recommend small SEO tools. So it's a open source sites. You are allowed to do plagiarism check up to 1,000 words for free. Okay, and Scribr, Trinka, and Grammarly. So these are all subscription based tools. So you cannot access it for free. But of course, yes, we can use this ChatGPT and Claude. If you give your command, just check for grammar and sentence formation, then it will check for grammar errors and sentence formations. It will correct you based on that. So you can use these tools instead of this. So um, if you want to be 100% sure, then go for the small SEO tools, or else you can just note it down. The tool is not mentioned here. There is one tool called Plagiarism Checker X. Okay, Plagiarism Checker X. So that's also paid tool, but you can download the cracked one, or the cracked one from getintopc.com. So that tool works well. So if you provide your content, it may be in Word format or PDF format or the entire document. So it compares your statements and contents with web sources as well as research papers. Okay, so just note it down. Then tools for citations and references. Anybody have any experience of using these tools while creating the reference page for your research article?
Sir, I have used the EndNote.
Okay,
And I've used Mendeley.
okay, great. Okay, so these are all tools which I usually prefer to create reference page. For example, if you are doing a review article where you will be reading some 100 to 150 or more than 150 up to 200 papers, at that time it will be very difficult for you to create the reference page with serial numbers and interlink it to the internal content of your page. So in that case, this tool will help you out. So yeah, so you can just note it down if you want. And the second option is manual option. So if you are going for a short review article or short article or concept based article with some 4 to 5 pages or less than 10 pages, then you can go for manual option, just copy pasting like the citation styles to your reference pages. Then towards the end, just cross checking and interlinking it to the internal contents of your paper or your report. So these things, and let's say you have completed your entire report, like complete manuscript. So now you want to go for a final plagiarism check. So usually researchers across the globe, even university professors from universities and institutions, they usually prefer these first two tools, Turnitin and Authenticate. So these are all widely recognized and popular tools to check plagiarism for the entire research manuscript. So of course it's not free, but if you are part of some institution or university, definitely you can request your professor for your manuscript plagiarism check if they allow. So this is one option, or else you can go for this plagiarism checker X, the last one which I mentioned. So that's a very good tool. That is more than sufficient to check your plagiarism. Okay, and now effective tools for AI content evaluation. So I'll show a few images right now. So we need to, what to say, like, we need to follow the publication ethics, and we need to save the integrity of research and publications. In that case, I'm not saying you are not allowed to use chatbots the to create or write your content, but after writing your content, you can use these two tools to cross check like how many percentage of AI content do you have with your papers or paragraphs. So SciSpace and Quillbot. So you have AI academic AI detector. Just copy paste the content, and if you click analyze, then it will tell you like what's the gross AI content percentage, and you can modify your content in the same um, chat box. Then you can reanalyze the same content. So through this you can just modify your statement. I hope you guys know like chatbots used to um, what to say, use specific keywords again and again. Let's say that you would have encountered the LinkedIn post. People used to mention, I'm thrilled to share that I have completed my certification through so and so institution. That thrilled words comes again and again. And you will encounter hyphens or spaces between paragraphs and contents, or and you will encounter words like groundbreaking research or groundbreaking thing. Any idea? I hope you have experience with these words.
Y- yes, sir. Personally, I have experience like in many like if someone want to give any like there was a yesterday I was searching some content in LinkedIn and I came to an article. There was looking at groundbreaking climatic conditions are rising, like the temperature is rising, and like this kind of stuff. And everyone always start their words like we are thrilled to announce that this summer school is going to happen. This. Like always they use that.
Okay, so usually the reality is whatever they hold in terms of certification or any type of recognition is up to 20 to 30%. And for LinkedIn post they used to exaggerate the content. I hope you know this is what the trending style or the trending format everyone used to mention or represent themselves to these social media platforms. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But yes, nowadays it's very much required. So people are hiring students or peoples based on their online presence, how they are showing interest and how they are posting contents. So this is one part. So that's completely different world. So I don't want to discuss anything further about that. So definitely you can use these tools, SciSpace and Quillbot content detector to detect your AI contents. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And for the last thing, like for graphing and analysis, see if you are a very beginner and you don't know how to collect like how to sort out the data and how to do analysis, how to execute some simulation based analysis or any sort of analytic work. So you can go ahead for Origin Pro graphing and analysis. The interface is very simple. It's very similar to Microsoft Excel. You can import your data and you can export your data. So the like thousands of equations are integrated to the software. Like you don't have to write the equations for your analysis. Just select the cells or select the column and select the type of analysis you want to do. Then the software will do the simulation. If any error occurs, it will tell you you have your data error in so and so cell, you need to correct and you have to re-perform your analysis. It will show your results with graphs, result report as well as errors. Okay, so the interface is very simple. So you have customized options, like you can modify your graph uh, in which way you want. Okay, so let me show you some sample graphs from this tool. Anybody have used this tool, Origin Pro?
Yes, sir.
Okay, may I know your name? My presentation is in full screen mode, that's why it's very difficult to see who is talking behind this presentation. So that's why, like apart from,
Sir,
yes,
sir, she left that. Like her name was Lakshmi Priya and she left.
okay, okay, no problem. So Origin Pro is not free, but you can download the cracked one from getintopc.com. And I want to mention one more thing, like will we get any ethical issues if we are using some cracked tools to define our research data or analysis one? So definitely not. So they are not, they won't do any background verification whether you have used subscription based tools or not, but guess you can use this tool. The interface is very simple. So these are all types of graph. So the image is taken from Google itself, so this is not generated from our end. So you can plot any type of graph, thermal maps, bar graphs, scattered plots, and you can add images as well. So you can do probability plots with residual plots, everything. You can plot every graph here, 3D as well. So just try it out. It's very simple. Okay, so let me recap the thing. So initially what you will be doing for your research report writing. So you will be reading paper. So for reading you will be collecting your paper from Google Scholar and some other open source tools like Sci-Hub and all. Okay, and now the next step is reading and writing. So for reading you will be using Scholarly, or else you can use ChatGPT, Claude and all. Just you have to upload your document. If you tell just summarize the content or summarize the report, it will summarize your entire paper. So based on that you can conclude whether I have to read the entire paper or not. So for reading we have certain tools and bots. Okay, and now you have to do you have to write your content. For writing we have these three tools: LaTeX, Overleaf and Microsoft Word. Okay, so this is one part. And for Q&A we are going to use Consensus, Elicit and Perplexity AI for more clarifications. And citations and all, like this is not mandatory, it's optional one. If you want to do citation analysis, then you can definitely go for this, or else ignore this part. And now for searching more relevant papers, we are going to use Connected Papers, Research Rabbit and Light Maps. Okay, and plagiarism check we will do at the end. So if you want to go for plagiarism check for your contents while writing itself, so let's say you have completed your introduction part, go with your free plagiarism check with small SEO tools for up to 1000 words. Then again subsequently once you write next and next paragraph, go for plagiarism check with these tools, or else just draft your entire report. Then we'll do final check with plagiarism checker EX. Okay, and for references, so if you are familiar, if you want to learn, just try out these tools, or else you go for manual options. And plagiarism check I've already mentioned, and AI content. So this is very essential. So while writing itself, how you are going to check your plagiarism, in the same way check how many percentage of AI content is there in your report. Okay, and for graphing and analysis, so this is applicable for people who are going to work on data collection, assessment and analysis. Okay, you can just try out this tool. And these are additional tools to consider. The image is taken from LinkedIn source. For writing, I've already added Microsoft and all for grammatical corrections and all, and with sentence formation, and like how we can remodify the statement, how we can technically describe the statements. For real-time suggestions you can use PaperPal and other tools like Quillbot and all. So you can just take screenshot, or else I will share this PPT in the group. So these are all very basic tools which I wanted to mention, because some of you may be knowing this tool, some of you maybe not.